Collins. He's already talked about different things he was involved in historically. Now we can just slot him into his relevant position. He's going to summing things up. So Collins was born in the year 1890 in a tiny village called Sam's Cross, just outside Clonakilty in County Cork. And he came from home that was already steeped in republicanism. His father being a member of the Irish Republican Brotherhood, who died when Collins was still a boy. I think his dad was in his late 60s or 70s when he was born. Collins was born, that is. After his education, he went to go and work for the Postal Service in the UK, where he trained as an accountant, got a good head for strategy and for finance, that would prove instrumental later on. Back in Ireland by 1916, fought in the Rising at just 26 years old, and after his arrest he was sentenced to hard labour in Frongoch prison camp in northern Wales. That was meant to be a punishment, but it was really like sending him to university. He had all the free time, all the tools he needed to sit back and plan and strategise for other things. While he was in jail, he learnt the Irish language, made friends with more senior political figures, and he also read books and pamphlets with old wars and battles, getting himself ready for his return. Back in Ireland by 1919, took up two different roles in the country. In that first government in 1919, he became the Minister for Finance, was very successful in that. In just 2 weeks, he managed to gain $350,000 worth of financing from New York City. It was a huge amount of money for those days. At that point, the first government was so wealthy, another country applied to us for a loan. It was Lenin's communist Russia. This is the Russian connection I talked about earlier on. Lenin heard about that clandestine first parliament being set up, and very few nations would lend the Bolsheviks any money. Lenin had his finance commissar send a loan request from Michael Collins asking for $25,000 loan to set up some infrastructure in Russia. Collins agreed. He sent over the money, and as collateral to back that loan, the Russians gave a portion of the crown jewels that belonged to the Emperor, Tsar Nicholas II. Collins received them. He passed them on to Harry Boland to mind. Harry Boland gave them to his mother to mind. She put them behind a panel on a wall in her house in Marino Crescent, not too far from here. Same house that Bram Stoker came from, oddly enough. And they're forgotten about after her death. Harry died 50 years before his mom did. When she died, they just forgotten about it. They're now back in Russia after they were discovered by the new owners of the house, and they're in a museum in a city called Irkutsk, right in the centre of the country. We never got our money back though. The Russians kind of refused, so with interest and inflation it should be a huge amount. It's kind of finance side. He's also very much a military man. He was chief of staff of the IRA, the leader of a complex intelligence network called the Squad. With the Squad, he managed to infiltrate all the top civil service and army positions in the country, staying one step ahead of the administration. He managed to orchestrate the assassination of 14 spies, a group called the Cairo Gang. Those things led him to the most wanted man pretty much across the empire by 1920, but he never hid from that or shirked from his duties. He'd still be openly conducting his business, just under different names and in different disguises. A key example of that charisma was in 1920, right in the middle of the War of Independence, as the most wanted man in the entire country. Somehow he found spare time to enter his pet dog, Kerry Blue Terrier, into a dog show here in Dublin. The man who was competing against the dog show and who'd later be standing in the same picture as him when they both won rosettes as prizes for their dogs was a British Army captain from County Limerick called Captain Wyndham Quinn. Adair Manor in Limerick, where JP McManus is a golf course now, that was the home of the Earl of Dunraven, and that man's son was Captain Wyndham Quinn. He had no idea who Collins was. Collins had entered under a fake name, had a fake moustache and beard on, and a plaster to his face, and photographs. Very charismatic figure. Such a great picture. If you Google image it, or National Library website, they usually have all those pictures. 1921, after he signed the Anglo-Irish Treaty, his only kind of comment on it was, "I believe I've signed my own death warrant." He seemed to have an idea of the divisions that would emerge, but he thought that was a stepping stone to much greater things, the best deal he could have achieved, and he knew more than anybody else. There was no point carrying on with the conflict. He accepted the treaty, brought it back here to Dublin, became head of the Irish Free State and political face of the pro-treaty side in the Civil War. On the 22nd of August 1922, he was travelling through Bale na Bláth in County Cork. An ambush took place by anti-treaty forces. Got out of his vehicle to try and fight. He was shot, fatally wounded, passed away. His funeral came here. It was the largest political gathering probably the country's ever seen. About 250,000 people came out to the graveyard. Irish Times said that while the coffin was being put in the ground, the back of the procession hadn't even left outside the Pro Cathedral yet. Swathes of people coming out here. I think his funeral was actually processed up there from Cork, and they would have had like some blessing, whatever, in the Pro Cathedral, and then out to here. As it's clear from all the flowers on his grave, he's still very fondly remembered to this day. They're all left here by individuals, by associations loyal to Collins. They're not left here by the graveyard itself, because the overarching philosophy of this place is if they put flowers on one grave, they have to put them on the graves too. Instead, it's individuals and associations. These plaques on either side of them then are pro-treaty names in the Civil War, and the two plaques down that way are for the members of the Irish Army who died in the UN missions in the Congo and Lebanon and in Cyprus. So what we'll do is we'll head back towards that grave now. I think that actor should be coming out momentarily, so we'll walk around this way.